I'm here in St Luke's Hospital with Michael Devane, who's Ger Devane's brother, Maura Hickey and Brenda Cooper, all of whom are involved in the establishment of this room. So first of all, Michael, tell me, what are we doing here today?
Well, today we're here to open up the Ger Devane family room, and it's obviously for people that are, it's for the people that are going to be using the hospital as regards, if someone is, not well as Ger was, and it's for where the families can go and rest and have a cup of coffee, cup of tea, and have a little bit of privacy is really what the whole thing is about, So it is called the Ger Devane family room, and it is for where families can be rather than being on the corridor. And they can go and rest, watch a bit of TV, but the most important thing is that they're together and it's not disjointed. Everyone is together, everybody is in the one room, consoling each other, at the time of bereavement or sickness, so.
And Brenda, Ger, I believe, worked here.
He did indeed, just under 20 years. He was a paramedic, an emergency medical technician, and he would have been involved in bringing many patients into the hospital, especially in traumatic situations, maybe road traffic accidents. And he was very aware of the lack of facilities for people who were in a very vulnerable position. And he was a huge part of the family in St Luke's. He was the treasurer of the social committee, so that gave him a key role to get to know everybody in the hospital.
Well, then it's very fitting.
It is, yeah, it is. I mean, it is for the families, and everybody is going to benefit, Kilkenny people, Carlow people, so it's a room that wasn't there before, so it's fantastic to have this room now,
And Maura, I believe you've been very involved in getting this all underway.
Well, I was involved. I was secretary to the committee. I was asked by Michael about 2 years ago, last March, would I help him out on a little fundraising venture. So I didn't really realise what I was letting myself in for at the time, but I'm only delighted to be involved and to see the finished room here tonight. It's fantastic. I didn't know Ger personally myself, but from what I've heard about him, he was a great guy, and it was a pleasure to be involved.
Good evening, everybody. Mayor Brett, Reverend Fathers, the Devane family, ladies and gentlemen. I have the great pleasure of being your Master of Ceremonies for the evening. And I'm going to say a few words, and after that we will have Anne Slattery, the hospital manager, will welcome you. Mayor Martin Brett will speak. Brian Cody, who needs no introduction, will also talk. And then we have Michael Devane, and we will have Anne Devane. And then we will have the official opening of the Ger Devane family room, and it will be blessed by our chaplain, Father Lorcan Moore. Now I'd like to call on Anne Slattery to welcome you all and say a few words.
Ger, as you know, was a loyal employee of the South Eastern Health Board and now the HSE, who was working in the ambulance service until his untimely death, which caused great sadness amongst all the staff members here, as he was part of not only the ambulance service but the great team here at Luke's.
Now I'd like to ask Mayor Martin Brett to say a few words, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, guests, members of the Devane family, and all of the staff that are connected with this wonderful hospital. I'm standing here tonight, and you know something, I looked into that room earlier on, and I suppose there's no family, irrespective of who they are or what they are, that haven't been touched by the devastation of what happens. I'm one of them too. I had the privilege of a room like that above in James's, and my wife passed away. And my heart goes out to you, Anne, because what you're doing is, and what you're seeing here today, is a culmination of an awful lot of teamwork. There's a very good friend of mine sitting over there who has espoused the idea of teams and how a team operates. But today you've seen how another team has operated, which we'll call the panel, if you want to put it that way. His whole family coming together for the benefit of a community that we all belong to. The doc will always be Doc for the reasons that he was. But what I'd like to say is actually, when you look at his family and see what his family have brought together. Now, I know his mum and dad extremely well over the years, and I'm sure that when she's looking down on all of us here today, and I'm conscious of the fact that Mick is over there, they brought a wonderful family into this world. But little did they know that when they were putting that family together, what a team they were going to be, together and separately, and the involvement with one another, and for the benefit of people. that is something that is extraordinary and has to be applauded, because goodwill and good wishes and good things from people do not come easily.
The moment you've all been waiting for, Mr. Brian Cody is going to talk to you. And we don't want him to hear any of the rest of us, and we are absolutely privileged and honoured to have him with us tonight. And it's a really true tribute to Ger and to his whole family that Brian has agreed to come along, because we know his time is so precious, and we really understand why he needs to be in so many other places. But he's here for the evening, so we may make the most of it, because next time we see him, we'll be in Crow Park, please God. So without further ado, I'll hand you over to Mr. Brian Cody, who will be doing this.
Thanks, Brenda, Mr. Mayor, and ladies and gentlemen. Certainly just a pleasure for me to be here this evening to join the official opening of the family room that's dedicated to Ger. As been mentioned already, I suppose it's only fitting that a village man is doing the honours tonight. Terrific, first of all, to meet Mick Devane here tonight, Mick Senior. I've met him for quite a while, and he was a terrific friend of my own father's, and they had many a great time. They had morningly meetings before the village and the borough became really serious, I suppose. But it's just great to see you again there, Mick, and all of the lads as well.
Thanks.
It's a terrific facility that's been opened here tonight, and tremendous. It's a terrific, fitting memory to Ger. He was, as Brenda said, an integral part of the team here in St. Luke's, working in I suppose what could be called a stressful job, where time was of the essence and saving of life was paramount at all times, and Ger was always in there to the fore in doing that.
Now I'd like to call on Michael Devane, who's going to say a few words to you all. Michael, as you all know, was Ger's very close brother, and Michael is going to speak to you. Come on. Come here.
I just said keep it short and sweet. How do you follow Brian Cody, or who put me behind Brian Cody, for God's sake? If I look nervous, it's probably because I am nervous. But anyway, here we go. Reverend Father, Mayor Brian, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my family, I would like to thank you for joining us on this evening on a very special occasion. I would particularly like to thank Brian Cody for making time to be here to open up the room, and congratulate him and the team on the big win last Sunday. And we're all looking forward to the 5 in a row, Brian. Brian Murphy just asked me to tell you that they were concentrating on the football this year. That's Brian's story. Today is a day of very mixed emotions for us. We are missing two very important members of our family, our brother Ger and our mother Una. Where the family are so happy to be here today to do something positive in Ger's memory, we are all very sad that he and Mam are not still here with us.
No way now.
Cut away, Brian. Cut away.